Good morning. All 11 of you out there. Just sitting here watching Cat in the Hat with my son. Took my other children to school, and their fathers are picking them up from school today. Doesn't happen, like, I think this is like, well, for one of them it's like second time ever. Maybe I should have just kept the name Tissue Life with allergies. Because again, there's no tissue yet. It's Friday! Yay! My son's laughing at me. He thinks I'm very funny. Who knows? Maybe I'll shower and put some makeup on today. I don't know. I'm tired. Bobby, where are you? I need coffee. Conversation. And clearly some Benadryl. So I showed some of my YouTube videos to my wonderful boyfriend, and he didn't laugh. So apparently he doesn't think I'm very funny. I don't really think I'm that funny. I just think my life is pretty ridiculous. I did receive some child support today. Don't know who that came from. But woo! So tired. So I have a funny story for you. Okay, so yesterday, my oldest daughter, which I don't really talk about a whole lot, because it's hard emotionally to deal with. My oldest daughter is cognitively impaired. We found that out when she was in 2nd grade. And she's in 6th grade right now, and she can only read at like barely a kindergartner level. It's hard to say because I'm her mom, so I always want to say it delicately, but she struggles a lot, and but she's happy and she's healthy, and that's all I care about. My son is trying to attack me. You are trying to video bomb me. Relax. Stop. You're trying to get on camera. I don't want him on camera. Okay. So, I struggle really hard emotionally to deal with that with my oldest daughter, and so yesterday was bath day, so I told her to go take a bath, and she said, Mom, I don't know how to start a bath. And I said, okay. So her sister went in there and helped her, you know, start her bath and get it going and everything. And then when she got out of the bath, give me that. Say it, don't spray it, guys. Okay. Anyways, so she got out of the bath yesterday, and my kids know, like, when they get out of the bath, you gotta brush your hair and, you know, all that good hygiene business. So I told her to bear with me while my son tries to text me. So I told her to brush her hair, and she said, I don't need to brush my hair. I just brushed my hair this morning. So I tried to, you know, stay serious and tell her, like, you know, after you wash your hair, you want to brush your hair every time you wash it, you know. Gotta brush all the snarls out, you know, and she just doesn't understand that kind of stuff. She thinks that because she already brushed her hair for the morning, like she's good for the day, whether she showers or not. So try explaining that to her, and so she was really throwing a fit about having to brush her hair. And I don't know, I guess it's just something that's weighing on my mind quite heavily this morning. I worry about her a lot. There's been situations at school where, like there was a situation, this was like a couple of years ago, but she was at school, and she got out of school one day and she told me, she said, Mom, she said these, you know, she pointed to a group of girls and she said, Mom, those girls, those are my best friends now. And I said, oh, that's nice. I said, why are they your best friends now? And she said, well, they told me if I went and told so-and-so, such and such, whatever she said, I don't remember now. She said, they told me if I went and told so-and-so, whatever, that they'd be my best friend. And I'm a mama bear, so when I hear stuff like that, it really pisses me off, because those types of children aren't your friends. They're just those type of, you know, you're my best friend because I need you to do something for me, you know, kind of crap. And I'm just not okay with that. And because of my daughter's cognitive impairment, she is easily taken advantage of. So yeah, I called the school on that one because that was a little upsetting. It's hard for me because, you know, part of me feels like, you know, part of me is glad that she's, I don't know, it's hard to describe, like, I almost feel like her impairment is maybe a blessing in disguise, because she doesn't have the cognitive abilities to know, like, when somebody's, you know, trying to take advantage of her. So part of that kind of feels like a blessing, but, you know, the other part of me wants to slap the hell out of those other kids' parents for raising a child who acts like that, and says that to a child that they know is in special education. And I try really hard to, you know, to raise my kids to be kind and to be respectful and to treat others the way you would want them to treat you, and to always help people and look out for people's, you know, best interests, look out for everybody's safety, you know. So, I don't know, I guess when there's other parents out there that don't instill those values into their children, it upsets me. You know, I just, it's just a real emotional struggle, and I don't have a lot of, you know, my parents didn't have kids with disabilities, you know, so it's really hard to find people out there to talk to about it, you know. And I do count my blessings. I mean, there are parents out there who have children with cancer, or they have children that are, you know, severely autistic. There are people out there who have, you know, there's all kinds of disabilities, all kinds of, you know, daily struggles that parents go through with kids that are challenged, you know, mentally or physically. And it's really hard for me because I don't feel like I have anybody to really talk to, anybody who really relates to what I go through emotionally, you know. And, you know, when the school told me, when she was tested and it came about that she had that disability, you know, it was just, you know, it's really hard because you don't have your child and, you know, you give birth to this tiny human and you hold them in your arms and you look them in the face and you don't think about them, you know, being in 6th grade and can't read. You know, it's not something that pops in your head. And I'm not the type of parent that my kid has to go to college, my kid has to graduate from college, my kid has to have some big successful career. Like, I'm just not that type of person. Do I want my children to be successful? Absolutely. But success means a lot of different things for a lot of different people. And I don't really, I mean, I praise my children for academic success, you know, that's definitely what we shoot for, that is the goal, but I didn't graduate from college. I have my GED that I got when I was 21, you know, I dropped out of high school a lot, but the most important things that matter to me is that my children are healthy and they're happy, and they are, and she is. You know, she's very happy. It's just, it's just hard because I worry about, as I'm sure any parent out there worries, you know, you worry about when your kid gets older and goes off on their own, you know. I definitely get nervous about that. I don't know if she'll ever be able to live on her own. I don't know if she'll have to be on assisted living, because that would never happen. She would just stay with me. But, I don't know. It's just something I'm struggling with lately from, you know, not all the time, but sometimes I get a little, it's just hard to deal with emotionally. You know, it's especially different because my youngest daughter is very academically advanced. She's top of her class. She was like one of 3 students that were picked out of her whole class to be a tutor for other kids. She's, you know, so, and I mean, she's reading chapter books and, you know, it's hard for her because she's still pretty young to understand that her sister is so much older than her, but so much further behind academically and mentally, you know. But my oldest still has it in her head, like, I'm the big sister, so, like, I'll tell you. Because that's just her attitude, you know. So it's hard trying to just balance all of that out as a parent, especially when you're someone who deals with depression and anxiety and PTSD, and you know, it's hard. And I'm also struggling because my godfather's funeral is tomorrow, and that's just gonna be rough, but you know, I don't know. I guess I'm just having trouble finding my, like, get up and go lately, as far as the house. Which is really funny, by the way, because Sesame Street's on right now and they're doing laundry on Sesame Street. And I have a washer that also needs to be going spin, 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 spin. And it's not Um, Another thing that I don't talk about on here a whole lot, or ever for that matter, because I just started a couple days ago, but I have a brother, only one. We have the same mom and dad. He refuses to speak to my mom, and he doesn't want to talk to me unless apparently it's about the weather. My brother just apparently has some issues with the upbringings of our family, and just doesn't, in his words, he said he is keeping himself away from things that aren't good for him. He thinks that I want to blame him for my problems, and that's not what I tried to do. That's not at all what my goal was in trying to reach out to him. I just simply wanted to have my brother back in my life, because when I was growing up with my brother, I didn't have like your typical brother-sister relationship where, you know, your brother holds you down, farts on your head, or, you know, whatever, picks on you, whatever brothers do to their sisters. But, you know, me and my brother were really, you know, we're close. And he used to take me everywhere with him. He used to take me on the bus with him. He used to take me to his friends' houses with him. We were just really, really, really close. And I kind of feel like I'm mourning the death of somebody who is still alive. And that's a terrible feeling. So I deal with that a lot emotionally. It's just difficult when a close family member just cuts you off like that. And there's a whole lot of other details to that story that I just nobody cares to hear about, and I don't have the time. It's just really hard when, you know, your family doesn't view the importance of family like you do, you know. Because to me, like, family isn't always blood, but somehow when your blood family abandons you, it hurts a lot more. But I have a lot of other bloodless family. Are friends of mine and people that have been there for me my whole life, regardless, which is besties 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bobby, obviously, is one of them. I have other ones. I'm not going to say their names just for their privacy, but yeah, I'm just I don't know. But I guess those are my thoughts this morning, and I'm just kind of struggling with all of that. But I think I might actually do some cleaning today, including myself. And maybe put my makeup on. Ta-da! I just really... Ah! Well, I didn't mean to do that. You can't see my house, YouTube. Alright, well, I'm gonna get off of here. Because my son is currently smashing powdered donuts on my couch. Wonderful. So I'm gonna go deal with that. But I hope everybody has a lovely day, and yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll be back in a little while. Bye.